Okay, we are live. Hello, 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 everyone. How's everybody doing? I hope everyone's doing great. I hope everyone's doing amazing because I know I am. My name is Chad. I'm a motion designer and I'm learning to draw every day just to prove to people that it's not that hard. I'm a little bit pissed off about a couple of things, about a few things, but I will not let that sort of decide my mood. Yeah, so I haven't really talked about yesterday or what happened yesterday, right? Which was pretty cool. It was interesting and then turned out cool. So I did, for context, I posted one of my, arts, or one of my the pieces that I drew. It was a Chainsaw Man panel on a a relating Reddit, which is the Chainsaw Man Reddit, and it got so much traction. It got a lot of negative feedback, just because people thought it was traced, which was hilarious to me. But at the same time, it was like a little bit especially at first, it was kind of like shocking to see how hateful people can be, honestly. But then, slowly people started to realize that it is not traced, and it got the appreciation maybe that it deserved. And this is with the help of Derpy. So yeah, it was a very interesting experience. I didn't post on that subreddit today. I posted on like some drawing related subreddits. It was just like a hand drawing that I already showed on the YouTube posts. Today I didn't really not find enough time, but I just didn't draw. So I'm planning today we do some drawing. I feel like I'm there with the proportions. I feel like I can kind of like now see proportions more clearer. So that's what I want to like push on right now. I mean we can look at reference gesture drawings and stuff like that. But I want to focus a little bit on getting proportions right, because I was successful with the last two attempts with Chainsaw Man. I want to maybe like do it more with faces right now and see how well I can do it, And by the way, Derpy, if you're watching, I don't know if you're still not watching or you still haven't joined. These games, I just came back like to Discord now, and I looked at the Discord and there was like a lot of talk about games. Yeah, we can play those in some time. Maybe not today though. Okay. Let me grab this. Oh yeah, maybe let me take a look at my references. Hopefully I copied the panel. Oh, yes? No? Ah, crap. Yes! Okay, we got it. I am mad, however, that I got... that I can't really... It's weird, like, the whole fucking data thing, it's messing with me. Anyways, I have the reference in front of me. I think the big problem for me right now is the proportions of the face. I wouldn't say it's a problem, but I want to be able to get the proportions of the face just like the mangaka. And I think the face is the least forgiving and the most challenging part of the body, because it is literally the likeness of the character. If you don't get the likeness right, you failed at drawing that character. Okay, failed is a harsh word, but it's not the same. So yeah. I'm here, I have the reference in front of me, and I'm already noticing something like weird going on. Maybe Denji's face is okay, you know? So I'm gonna stop yapping. What is with this pink, bruh? I think dude, I want to sneeze. I think I need to also learn more about expressions and how they make, especially the eyes. I think the eyes are like the most important thing. How they make them look. The faces are really difficult to get right. I mean, you have to think about how the mangaka designs their characters. And this should be low. Bottrix は、ここです。Brett, I only had this tab open in the background, so I didn't automatically start playing the sound. The tabs. Not the tabs. I have seen your recommendations about the games, by the way. I still don't understand what the games are, honestly. Another manga reference drawing. Also, have you thought about posting your arts in the Chainsaw Man Discord? I have checked it out. They do have one art channel. It's not it's not really called an art channel, but there's like some art related stuff there. From my experience, I think Discord, when it comes to Discord, the games are about trying to guess an unknown word, basically, or unknown words. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to play it to just like know the rules and stuff like that. But if you're suggesting, I didn't really focus on what you suggested. I'm sorry. I just like 11 p.m. I tried to upload something, it didn't work, and then I started I checked the Discord really quick, and then I started streaming. But if it's like if it's something a suggestion about like making it a regular thing or something, then yeah, we can definitely explore it. I expected you to be on VC with C actually, but then the VC, lounge was empty, and I was like, whoa, they're not there? What? And yeah, about the Discord, my goal with posting or getting my stuff out there is to link to my Discord channel, is to link to my my Discord server and to my YouTube channel, right? With Discord, it's a little bit tricky to get other people to join your Discord, like other Discordians in other servers to get them to join your Discord. They're not like a mass that you target. They're just like individuals, which is a nice thing, but like I need people to join the Discord. Also, same thing with the YouTube. From my experience, I have posted like so far, except besides my server, I have posted in 2 or 3 other servers. Not a lot of people would go on your profile and would check you out, right? So I think Reddit, there's more potential of it there. She had to go. Okay, promote the Discord and YouTube. Yeah, getting people from other certain Discords. Yeah, it's a bit tricky. It's a bit tricky. So I'm trying my luck with Reddit. I'll keep trying at it. See how things are. See which Reddits I should be, because right now I'm like in experimental phase where I'm like throwing stuff out there. I'm throwing stuff at the wall, see what sticks. If something stuck, I'll just like keep throwing that, So I'm not going to stop posting on the Chainsaw Man Reddit. I'm gonna keep posting there because it was a very interesting experience, and it was like the attention that I got on the Chainsaw Man subreddit, and compared to other subreddits where I posted the same art, it's extremely disproportionate. Like on one of the subreddits, it was just like a drawing subreddit. I got like what, freaking like I think 20 upvotes compared to 2.8 or 2.5 upvotes in the Discord. In the Chainsaw Man subreddit, I was like, whoa, okay, right? I think shit all over the wall. That reminds me of like this one video of a gorilla throwing his own shit at people in a zoo. Gotta think more on a populational level and not individual. Totally. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yeah. The Discord experiment phase. You're gonna popping off on the Reddit totally. Yeah, I mean, I got lucky for sure. I got lucky with that. Much more of an audience with the fandom, I guess. Exactly, yeah. And so I was also comparing, or I saw the comparison between posting my art on Reddits that are just like generally art related or drawing related, and posting it on fandom based Reddits. And the fandom based stuff, they eat it up. They love it, Compared to the drawing Reddits, it's not really, there isn't really much attention there. I'm gonna keep posting there, like, it doesn't hurt. But like the fandom Reddits are just like a priority. So, and you know what's crazy? I thought about posting. You saw my other posts? Yeah. I thought about posting this in the Jujutsu Kaisen subreddit. I already joined it. I thought about posting this, and people already thought that stuff was traced. I mean, if they saw this, I mean, I'm not glazing myself here, right? But I'm pretty sure they would think like this is straight out from the manga. And they would be like, not even, we wouldn't even have like the tracing conversation. They would be like, straight up, you're stealing from the mangaka, which would be funny. Hungry subreddit. It's cool, I guess you're like officially contributing to fandoms. Yeah, and it is something that I'm not really doing out of like, not only like the business side, or like quote unquote the business side, which is like expanding the YouTube and stuff like that, but it's also because genuinely I have fun drawing, and I have fun drawing, and I love these fandoms. Like, I love Chainsaw Man, I love Jujutsu Kaisen, I love Attack on Titan. You know, Attack on Titan is finished now, so I'm probably not going to be doing any art Attack on Titan related. But yeah, I just love these. So it just like happens to be just like, which is nice. You know, it's nice to have that sort of like crossover, if that's the right word. Bro, I thought that was the reference first time you showed it before. Yeah, exactly. So, so yeah. I'm going to keep experimenting. I already posted something else. Like, I posted like a hand that I drew that I already showed on YouTube on the drawing related subreddits, because it's not any fandom thing. But yeah, I've kind of fantasized about how I might try to be more a part of some fandom myself someday. Which fandom do you see yourself contributing to? Are we talking shows, right? Or are we talking like games, maybe? More recently, I was considering maybe I could find some interesting conversation if I if I Evangelion. You mean Neon Genesis Evangelion? Because if that's what you mean, then first, I didn't even know that you watched the show. Evangelion. Okay, let's try to fix this first. If I watched... Oh. Oh, dude, yeah. I think definitely watch it. I'm not sure why you want to contribute to Evangelion even though you didn't watch it. Is it just like that interesting to you that you were like, even without watching it, you thought it was interesting? But maybe I can watch it to get new convo opportunities. That's interesting. Let's look at the proportions, bro! The proportions! No, I don't mean like contribute to it with drawing. I don't know much about Evangelion, to be honest, besides that it could end up being an interesting shared interest, maybe. I see. You know, fun. If there is any contribution, it might be much more in Cabo. I see. Yeah. Fun fact. You know, the Fanta thing, the Fanta joke that Ruvis, that has like he has in on his you know, tag, it's actually Evangelion related. I'm gonna stop it at that, because if I'm gonna say any more, that's going to be a spoiler. But it's like a joke in the Evangelion fandom. And I'm pretty sure at one point Ruvis had like on that like bubble, like what are you thinking, next to your PFP, he had like Ayanimire's left foot, which was an interesting thing to write. Whoops. Okay, so if the nose is Son of a gun. Yeah, the left foot, yeah. Where is that guy? Is he alive? Where is DS? Did DS leave the server? Okay, so it's small little strokes. By the way, this is what I'm drawing, by the way. This is what I'm trying to copy. And I'm trying to get how they draw. I'm trying to actually understand. Like, when it comes to anatomy, I don't think there's, like, a lot of stylization when it comes to anatomy. It's, like, the classic, you know, how you would expect anatomy to be drawn. It's not, like, I don't know, very disproportionate or very, like, stylized in terms of shapes, right? It's like a body, it's close to reality, and that's just it. The faces, however, are very interesting. He's got, like, his distinct style with drawing faces, and it's not only in this manga, but it applies to all of his, like, the manga he created. Fire Punch, Chainsaw Man, this, Look Back, Goodbye Eri. It's all of his series. It's just this, which is very cool to me. I joined the Chainsaw Man Discord. They have original content or something. But stylized faces. Isn't it cool? Isn't it cool? Marcus, hello. So late. How are y'all doing? I'm doing great. Thank you for asking, man. How are you? The face, nice sparkly thumbs up face. Right? So the face here is very interesting because it almost applies the rule of, like, the classic anime heads, where it's basically a circle, and then you have the nose go down, like, do this thing, and then this comes along, like, I don't know, this, for example, and then this goes here, and this is basically your anime face. And obviously, if you want to define this, so now you're going to have to do this, and this is the mouth, and this is, you know, I'm doing a bad job at this right now, but kind of like this, right? Right, and it's like a very pretty shape to have, like, the head or the face slide into, like, this very circular shape. It's very attractive. Right, maybe this eye could be here. Yeah. Right, and then you would have like the hair, I don't know, something like this. And this is like very classic anime head shape. You would have this here, and this stuff like that. Whatever, right? So it's interesting because this almost kind of like applies to Makima's head here, which is basically the circle, and then you have the nose going down here, and then you have the lips. I guess I'm drawing with black, but that's okay. Then boom, 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 and then this goes here, and then probably connects here, but like the line is not drawing, or just, you know, hidden by the hair. So yeah, very cool stuff. The kind of like combination of styles or inspiration from reality and inspiration from anime and stuff like that. I'm doing great. I got to C driver rating on Gran Turismo. It's better if you don't know. Okay, C driving. So is that like a rank? There's A, B, C, and like A is the best, and you know there's lower ranks or worse. I'm working on my your what? Her face feels 3D. It's neat how they didn't simplify it too much. Yeah. There's this level of just like I think the 3D-ness comes from this very subtle line. It's perfect. It is beautiful. It's perfect how how much mastery they have over this. And these people, like, let me tell you, these people run on crazy schedules. If as a mangaka, if you're in Japan and you have like a manga serialized, you are bound by some sort of like time limit, right? Because you have to post it in a magazine every, I don't know, every month or every 2 weeks or every something. I'm not sure, right? So you have to grind to be able to draw this, right? And I think about I always think about the speed at which they draw this stuff. So yeah, the lips, yeah, the lips are beautiful. Maybe the eye, the nose as well, because, you know, in a two-dimensional kind of form, it would be kind of like here, maybe. But no, since like the head is rotated in such a position that it would be like here, right? Even though I feel like this is a bit, you know, too high. But, you know, who am I? I mean, right? Now I'm fixing, like, the mangaka's art. I didn't notice how the hand is a little scuffed, I guess. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the hands are always, like... you feel how free this is, right? It's very free. Like, this is done, it's just like... right? Yeah, exactly. Exhaust system? Oh, okay. Okay. So it's like an exhaust system, it's called. By the way, I'm still drawing a lot. Good. Good. And honestly, the stuff that you've been posting, Marcus, I don't know, maybe it's because like I haven't seen your stuff a lot, but I have noticed some improvements. I maybe... that's what I saw, which is pretty cool. Honestly, it's pretty cool to see. But it's neat that it can go unnoticed, actually. Also, the jaw feels kind of 3D to me. Like, I can imagine a plane change, despite it not being shown. Yeah, that's, I mean, it's beautiful. It is beautiful. That's the beauty of it. It's beauteous. And the eye as well. I mean, there's that. There's like this little... I don't know if you can see it, but it's almost... Okay, let me do red. Right, but if we're talking 2D, like the eyelashes would be here and that's it. But no, it's like a 3D shape that goes from here to here. Right? And that rests on this eyelid. Alright? So these little subtle hints are what makes it so convincing. Right? And this, of course, implies that there is, you know, something hidden there. Oh shit, I erased her. Anyways, it's this kind of stuff. It's this kind of stuff that's just like, Okay. Yeah, true, this panel is beautiful. Man, mangaka is just like, they are insane. I heard, like, I read somewhere how, like, the manga... You know, the competition there about manga is just like insane. It's basically you have like a bunch of tens of people submitting their manga or their comics in, you know, in Western terms to publishers, and like the publishers, like the bar is raised so high, and so the publishers would be like, why would I take your story, take your manga, and not the other person's, right? And it's like, so the competitiveness just creates this system of like, if your art isn't absolutely beautiful, I mean, okay, I wouldn't say absolutely beautiful, but like if your art isn't distinct, or if you don't really have at least the basics, right? And this is aside from the story of the actual manga. Like if you don't got it like that, you won't make it in Japan in the manga industry. That's just a fact. This feels like an Ethan Becker video. Really? Tracing with red and learning from the masters, totally. A lot of competition. Yeah, a lot of competition. And also, yeah, this is cool because I love this style, and you know, someday maybe I can even draw in this style. Obviously, I wouldn't just like adopt it like as it is. It would even if I wanted to, I don't think I'll be able to, because there's always going to be like my print. but I would love to inspire a lot from this. 100%. I have already inspired, like, got the strokes kind of like style from Jujutsu Kaisen, which is like these lines. These lines are just like, whoops, wait, let me do it black. Let me do, like, you see this line? It starts thick, it's like fades a little bit and then ends thick. That is just like something I it's not only in JJK. I've seen a lot, there's one reference or one artist in Colosso that I shared in the new Not Safe for Work channel. They use that, it's that brush. And it's just like a testament of how free their strokes are, right? And they just like boom, boom, next, boom, boom. So let me, okay. Jujutsu Kaisen manga. Let me try like find a random. Let's see. Okay, I guess this is similar to Chainsaw Man. This is okay. If you don't know what's going on here, then this is hilarious. Like, what is this creature? In some panels they do, yeah. I think maybe this is an old, because their art style actually also evolves. But I see like a lot of just like very free kind of like strokes. Like here, maybe you can see it kind of, right? You can see it here, right? Where else? I think in the new chapters mostly, you would find that kind of vibe. Oh yeah, here. Let me see, hopefully this is good quality. Right, you see these lines? This is what I'm talking about. Boom, boom. And it's like this chunk of like ink that ends up here. But then the rest of the line is just like normal. Here, boom, boom, boom. It's very beautiful. And it makes it, and it also works because Jujutsu Kaisen's art style is very geometric. And it's almost like sharp, right? It's very sharp. You got sharp jaw lines here. You've got, boom. You've got here, boom. So yeah. Hey. Yes, basically how good products and things. Yeah, I guess things might be quite intense for artists in Japan. Yeah, it can be. It can be. It's basically good how products and things are made. Competition. A healthy competition is good. I mean, if it wasn't for maybe the intensity, quote unquote, we wouldn't get like such beautiful things out here, If there was no one to compete with the first car maker by making a better car, yeah, it applies to everything. Why would he make something better? There's no reason to do more to have the same if there's no stakes, no risks. Absolutely, you're spitting. I'm more intrigued by the fella's gaze. Yeah, he's an interesting guy. I don't know if you know about this story, but like they nerfed him so far. They haven't really nerfed him. It's not like they took out his power. It's just like he's helpless now. Competition can be nice, like for AI companies. Oh no, that's like the one field that people would hate to be competition. If there was no ego, no things to make life harder. No stakes, no competition, good products would be unnecessary. I think ego is not necessarily a bad thing. Like people always talk about ego death and whatnot. But like if it's there, if ego is there, then it has a purpose to serve, right? It's just like fear, Fear is not necessarily a good thing to feel, right? But when you think of it, if you're not afraid of, like, I don't know, a lion that you see in the fucking forest, you will end up, you know, dinner, right? So there's a lot. It's like having the balance when it comes to the feelings is just, like, more important than just like cutting them off. Yo, Silver! Ego, if used right, works. Facts. Bro drops in and just like spits facts. I was low-key hesitant to mention that particular genre of companies. I mean, to be fair, I don't know. Like, the whole thing, AI thing, is like a mess. Ego could be people's understanding of themselves, maybe? Can you elaborate on that? Use the fuel and be aware of if the cause also helps. Be aware of the cause, you mean? But yeah, that's true, that's true. Also, what's up, Silver? How you doing? It's what I do, that's what I do. So, okay, the way they drew this, and like you can feel the 3D-ness, quote unquote, even in the mouth, like the open mouth. So this is more like straight, right? This line, than this, implying that that this is more like a little bit tilted. If that makes sense. Right, I'm chicken scratching here because I'm just like looking for the lines. And I guess I'm just like getting used to it. So I'm letting myself do that. A heart-shaped tongue, right? And the way he Fujimoto draws tongues too, it's interesting. It's not anatomically correct at all. Let me look up like a Chainsaw Man tongue, and hopefully I don't, you know, tongue out. Yeah, look at this, bro. This is wacky as fuck. What is this? Huh? What the hell is this? This looks like the tongue starts like from here. The tongue just like starts here. Like it doesn't start from the back of the throat, or I guess, yeah, I guess the tongue does start from the back of the throat. Like it doesn't start here, it starts from here. Just because of how much forward it is, you know? Look at this. Right? This is insane. Okay, when one has an ego, it does help to understand why you feel such a way. Ego, when it's not just referring to people being arrogant or something, can seem to maybe be related just a bit, or synonymous to identity. Yeah, I agree. Okay, yeah. Oh, that makes me think of just like the Freud, like those the self, me, myself, and I. These three entities basically, which, you know, is theorized to be separate. And ego is one of them. I think the person, the self, and the ego, or something like that. I don't know. It's like the holy fucking trinity. Especially to help look at yourself and see if the manner you act is what you want truly. I am well. I take the time to speak with other characters around this time and draw 10 other characters. I agree with that. Or Denji has just a long tongue. I mean, maybe. I mean, bro, this looks weird. I mean, I can never get my tongue out like that. Maybe it's just the universe in which Chainsaw Man takes place. It's just like, you know, people with big tongues, and that's it. You know, the world in Chainsaw Man has devils in it. It's not far-fetched to theorize that these people, these characters, just have big tongues and that's it. Okay, let's get back here. Even though I'm not doing a lot of drawing, it's nice to just like analyze this. Whoops, I gave him lipsticks. Silva-san. There's literally 4 teeth. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. Sorry if I forgot. I don't think they are. I mean, honestly, I don't remember either, to be frank. Or maybe they are? I'm not sure. I mean, to be honest, there's been a lot of things happening in the Discord. It's like you kind of like lose track if a person is not active, even if they are in the server. Which is why I just remembered DS. I don't know where they are. I don't know where that guy is. Okay, I feel maybe the distance here is too large. Okay. I see. Hold on. Whoops. Am I drawing on a separate layer? What is this? I am drawing on a separate layer. And then potentially make this larger. Fa! Oh man, I wish I can do it. No, I am not in the Discord. I had to get that fixed up a bit ago. Though seeing as Discord wants a face ID in March, I am looking for alternatives. What? Is that true? Where are you? Or is it for new accounts? If this is going to take effect in only for new accounts, then you might as well just like make an account, or you know, log in with an account that you already have, and then you're good. But if it's like something that will be done for all accounts where you're from, but because I don't think this rule would be applied in every country. Anyone that uses it, are you sure? Isn't it like country specific? It's kind of like a law that you haven't heard. Apparently there's some Discord's shit coming in like a month, maybe. Is this real? What the fuck? So this isn't a rule that is made by a country. It's a rule made by Discord itself. I had to age verify on YouTube, to be honest. Okay, YouTube, yeah, I know about that. I know about that. I know about YouTube. I know about, you know, there's some platforms. I think Reddit, if I'm not mistaken, they're doing something like that. But I haven't heard about Discord. Okay, now this isn't right. This isn't looking right. Now I can overlay this and you know, look for the. But I wanna try to guess it first. If I didn't guess it right, then I'm going to overlay it and see where I went wrong. I don't really care about the hair. The hair can be randomized and it's fine. I can get it close enough and it would still look like him. I say that with the utmost certainty. Loki might be the Discord apocalypse. I don't know, hopefully not. Bro, what? What is this? So this is serious? So we've been orbiting it for nothing? I don't know if it's a lot of people, but I saw it in one server. Man, can those greedy companies just fuck off? Most certainly. Roblox, Reddit, now Discord. Why can't we have good things? Oh, what happened with Reddit? Honestly, I'm not, you know, up with the news as you can see. But it's like there were companies where I think in the UK they passed laws. I might be completely mistaken, but I'm pretty sure I have heard about like these rules being applied. The age verification rule. What is the reason? Okay, maybe not the reason. What is the implication of just like, okay, now you have to verify your age on Discord? Okay, maybe not age verification. It's Face ID, which is weird. Face ID is weird. If a platform is asking for Face ID, that's shady. That's weird. Age verification, I can understand maybe. Maybe I can understand the reason why they want it implemented. Obviously, they wouldn't say like it's for data purposes or to, but they want to spy on people and take pictures of younger audience. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, that I don't fuck with. The age verification, sure, you can verify my age. Oh, but you know, verifying your age, how are you gonna verify your age? If we're talking just like putting an age number, right, and that's it, well, every platform has been doing that. But if we're talking verifying your age with an ID, then that is also weird. Because it's like the same thing as doing a Face ID. It's really not that hard to understand. They want to spy people. Yeah, it's a yeah. Broski, instead of banning those bad servers, they just... Oh, you're talking in Roblox? I've heard some crazy stories about Roblox. There was this one channel called Gideon. This guy, so he used to do pranks, and now he catches predators, and a lot of predators are just like coming from playing Roblox. They would join Roblox servers or whatever, however the game is based, and they would just like talk to kids, which is... Broski, instead of banning those bad servers, they just fucking try to draw the attention to their efforts, huh? But we all know the nitros. Oh, okay. So, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about Roblox. Nitros give them money, and thus bad servers have a lot of nitros. Plus, handing your ID over is a red flag, especially for an app you download. Right? We keep talking about, like, you know, the Chinese stuff and how the Chinese, you know, want your data and stuff like that. This is blatantly looking not just your data, your literal likeness. Now, this is a real Discord thing. It is very serious. Roblox wants to sue him for exposing predators. Wait, so you know about Gideon? It's insane. it's crazy how Roblox would literally defend these people instead of just like helping catch them. Crazy. And you know, they keep calling them vigilantes and stuff like that, which is, you know. Okay. That's fine, that's fine. And then even his ears are blushing. Blushing ears. It's a funny story. And I just remembered it. Back in high school. Well, no, this wasn't in high school. This was in college, I believe. First year of college. I have gotten with a girl. And we were going upstairs. And we were just like holding each other. And we had this teacher who was just like, she's cool, she's very cool. Like most of the teachers, they would be like, you know, what are you doing, right? And she was like, yeah. And she asked us about like how we're doing, and she was really nice. And then I had class after like after that encounterment at hers, right? And she was like, she mentioned like an encounter. I really don't know what the joke is. What's happening? Hello? 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 Lag? Hello? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? We're back? Okay, good. Broski, I can already not communicate in Roblox anymore because I'm trying to stop this trend of greed everywhere. Doesn't affect anything, but hey, delusion. And now it's not really delusion, but because you're kind of like, you are part of this, you know, let's say quote unquote community, right? And it's like, if you decide to do that and another person decides to do that and another person decides to do that and so on and so forth, that will make an effect. It can be kind of like an argument to be like, it's never going to be the case. Like the argument of like AI, nobody's going to stop AI. Like no, we literally aren't going to collectively stop using AI. That's never going to happen. So why bother stop using it individually, right? That kind of like argument. Like the worst is some bootlicker is gonna say it for security, but we all know. We just all fucking know. Super Roblox chat thing. Yeah, do they have like voice to chat there? Voice to voice to chat. Do they have a voice text to speech? Not text to speech. Do they just like have like voice? Damn. Like Americans can make fun of China controlling people, but their freedom isn't free and is going away without them even noticing. Oh, bro, I've seen a video about. There's this American guy, I think American, and apparently he smuggled 2 phones from, was it Korea? Okay, I get kind of confused with the Koreas, right? But I think it was Korea. And he got the phones, right? It's 2 smartphones. And they are riddled, bro. They are very, very highly controlled. And you can't even go on the internet. You can't turn on the Wi-Fi, bruh. You can only turn it... This is insane. You can only turn on the Wi-Fi if you go on an app that is already installed on the phone, right? And it's kind of like a gate. You know, it's a gate where you have to put your information... and then it will like grant you access, I think, you know, briefly, not briefly, but just like for a period of time, right? And even then, the internet that you access is actually like another gate of just like not Chinese, but Korean. Oh shit, this is running out of battery. But like Korean monitored. North Korea. I think it is North Korea. Yeah, it's like it's basically you can only access websites that are just like proven by the government, and the it's actually hilarious. Hold on, I'm going to change like my voice input, by the way. Or no, actually no, I don't need to, I think. So what they do is, for example, let's say like you want to access like a streaming service. You want to watch some show, right? And so the type of shows will only be approved by the government. So you wouldn't really have Netflix or HBO or stuff like that. You would only find like Korean shows. Another thing is that, I don't know, like media or entertainment. Their entertainment is, okay, damn, wait. Is I think mostly Russian. Like they have access to Russian media. They have. Can you hear me? Oh, hello? Can you hear me? Yes? Okay, good. So, yeah, so the shows that you get are just like, if you have access to Russian media, you have access to Korean media, and you have access to Indian media. But other than that, you have no clue what's going on in the Americas. You have no clue what's going on in Canada. You have no clue what's going on in freaking Europe. You have nothing. Another thing, which is absolutely insane to me, the camera that is on the phone. It's like, first of all, like they're very bad cameras for how tech is improving there and whatnot. The camera is like, you use it, and you, even if you succeed on getting, and by the way, we're talking like $1,000 phone. Like these are pretty expensive. If you successfully take a picture, you would get a watermark, a big watermark in front of the like in the middle of the picture. I will actually link it in the Discord, the video, so you can watch it by yourself. You would get a big watermark and it, like, the watermark links to the manufacturer of the camera on the phone, and you would have to contact them to maybe potentially get your picture without a watermark, which is crazy, which is absolutely hilarious. What else? I think games as well, because phones, you would have games there. There was like this guy showed a game, a soccer game, and the characters in the game, because the players, they would be inspired from real life, right? Or from the teams that are in real. For example, if you'd find like a team that has a Korean person there, they would just like either change them or take them out of the team entirely, right? So it and obviously the games are monitored as well, just like, so you would find games like that. You wouldn't even find like fucking the Snake game. Right? It's insane. Oh yeah, it also, I'm pretty sure that if you do not wear socks at a certain length, it is a crime. Huh? Wait, hold on. So low-key, like, they don't have like feet pics there, like low-key? They don't get like feet pics like that in South Korea. Another thing is that show ankles burnt. When it comes to typing, when you type certain words, they would automatically get yeah, like that. They would automatically get What's the word? Ah, like you would type something and you would find something else, right? That's kind of like the thing. Which is, yeah, like I said, insane. Why does he look distorted on OBS? I swear it's not. Yeah, it's more like this. Oh, there it is. Okay, I think this is fair. Yeah. Can you imagine, by our info, we don't have much insight. Kim Jong-un is Ian like a god? Is being like a god, since they aren't even in dictatorship, they are in absolutism. I like that word, absolutism. It's absolutely stupid. Yeah, I mean, right? I mean, the thought process is just to keep the people patriotic, right? Because once they see, I mean, they have access to Indian media and Indian like whatever culture, but the government there knows that to the Korean people, the Indian culture is not necessarily attractive. They wouldn't want to adopt their customs, right? But if they see like the European culture or the American culture, they would be like, ugh, they would just like start tweaking. I guess Discord might not really last. No, don't say that, bro. Like, don't say that, man. Like, this is just it's starting to get fun. We're gonna probably have to migrate at some point. To where? Is there? Discord to me sounds it's really cool. Like, there's enough reasonable people there, I feel like. Absolutism is that one person has the whole power. No one else has the right to dare have self-thought. I have been doing research into different cultures as of late, actually. Okay, cool. No, it is time to migrate, bro. I need to, you know, find out more about what's going on, because that bad, huh? I'm invested in it. This way, everyone can coordinate effectively. No, but Derpy is right. There's just no reason to hold on to things like that hate you as their community and their community. Culture research, but I have also been looking into what the hell is that? I don't even know how to pronounce that. Limbus Company! Limbus! Hello! What's a Limbus Company? Limbus! Welcome to the Limbus Company. Today this is your first day at the Limbus Company. Welcome. Here we manufacture Limbus. You don't know what a Limbus is? Let me help you find out. Sinocapali? Huh. What the hell is this? These Teletubbies? The literal meaning is sucks. Is dog-headedness. However, that this refers to a human body with a dog head is implied. Such whatever that is are known in mythology and legend from many parts of the world, including ancient Egypt, Libya, Greece, India, and China. Very cool. Very cool. I mean, you would see like these pharaohs and these statues of like people with dog heads in Egypt. I know that. But I haven't seen it anywhere else, really. Hey, yo, this dog is holding a cross. Does this have like some Christian roots as well? The fuck? That's cool. It's a strategy gacha game. Oh, okay. I thought you worked at the Limbus company. I was gonna be like, damn, I want to work there. I want to work at the Limbus company. You know what? I'm gonna start a company and call it Limbus. Hopefully, there wouldn't be, any, copyrights or just like name kind of like problems. But basically, dog-headed people. Essentially very different from what I know from depression. I'm genuinely depressed? Wait, what's... Hold on. You can't just drop that. I might not be too against doing age verification personally, but I think it might be kind of dumb to restrict kids anyways, because like apparently DMs won't be allowed except between like kids. Wait, so you would verify your age, right? And the kids would also... How would the kids verify their age? Similar ages. So you would have like a kids section and an adults section. They are littered through history and mentioned by explorers. I guess, I guess that's an interesting thing that people would think about. It's just like generally humans with animal heads, bear heads, dog heads, butter dogs. No can't be letting kids talk to people. It's bad. Yeah, no, don't talk to kids, man. Not to mention many encounters with them by people. Wait, hold on. Is it like actual real encounters? Or just like mythology? Some traumatized to silence, or stopping, going into the woods. Huh? That would be Saint Christopher. You're looking at. This is Saint Christopher. His remains have been mentioned in a cathedral in Russia, with his dog head skull there. So this is you're telling me this is real? Chat, is this real? Chat, is this real? Oh no, if I did, I'd be screwed. Why? What's going on in the Limbus company? What's happening there? I learned that depression is very different from what the media shows. It's not quantifiable. Also, it depends a lot from person to person. Depression is very tricky. Yeah. Depressed is the only English word I found for explaining what I feel. Maybe if you can explain what you feel in more of just like sentences and try to elaborate on that, maybe that would help you narrow down more or understand what you're feeling more. Take pictures of themselves for the scan so they can have a list of kids. That's fucking stupid. Yeah, I don't know what restrictions there is. I don't know what restrictions there is risk of with Discord. I might be thinking about Roblox with forcing only people with similar ages. But yeah, the Dogman encounters are mentioned around the world. Natives are also referred to them as the Rogaru. The Rogaru. Huh. I see. Well, the Rogaru is more like a werewolf type of. Rogaru, the Louisiana. What? The Louisiana werewolf. I'm gonna be completely real. Like, I haven't looked into this as much as you did, but I don't believe in this. I don't believe these creatures exist. But maybe if you join the Discord, you can. Okay, I'm sorry. We have a game in French. It's called Loup-garou. Discord does weird shit. I guess, like, to be honest, I might be able to talk to chat, but not with Marcus. Oh no, no. We would have like the kids. Can we have like the kids section in the in the server, and it would have like these. The theme would be like these tiles, these colorful tiles of just like puzzle pieces. You know, the ones you find in kindergarten. You know. Chat, is this real? I'm I'm returning to the question. Chat, is this real? I'll try. Yeah. Yes, but I pray you never meet one. Huh. Real ones. Interesting. We can like chat in Google Chat or something. Yeah, we would start like a Google Meet. We will go over like on a Google Meet. Maybe there's gotta be something. Oh, you weren't joking. Maybe if you join the Discord, the animals will come to life totally. You would see the animals. I have 2 wolves inside of me. I'm leaving. I'm not feeling like staying. Bye, everyone. Much love. Hey, take care, Marcus. Hopefully you still see this, but take care. Take care of yourself. Take care of your mental. Thanks for this great stream and conversation. Yeah, of course, man. Yeah. Okay, I guess I'll just finish darkening these areas and do some overlaying. I'm gonna be honest, I was planning on doing much more drawing, but you know, this is fine. This is fine. Let me get this. Let me get this. Let me get this. Let me get this. Can't say this right now. Just to stay aware. They are smart, and you know when they are, and you know when there are missing hikers. Those with strange ends are titled under bear attacks. Huh. Okay. Right. So okay, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be a skeptic here, right? I'm gonna be a skeptic because like by default, I personally don't believe like these things exist, right? But I mean, obviously, with the right evidence, you know, I can easily change my mind. But so there's maybe 2 things that can be a little bit tricky to deal with, you know. One thing is that, you know, hearsay or however it's said, like people telling stories, right? I have, you know, seen this, you know, creature in the woods when I went out one night, and it was scary, and I got saved. I don't know how, and stuff like that, right? That is just like, that's a little tricky. Another thing is bones, actually. Even if we're talking like actual bones, and you find them like underground or whatever, these can be easily faked. To say, right? You can bring evidence that these are bones of, like, you know, historic, or maybe not, historic people with fucking dog skulls, right? But they can be easily faked, right? There's this theory that about, you know, the dinosaurs. How the dinosaurs, even the fucking the dinosaur bones that you find in museums, these are not actual bones. These are just like modeled with 3D software, right? And based on I don't know, the scientists' work. We don't know what kind of work they have done, but they modeled these 3D bones, and they were like, okay, these are the dinosaurs, right? So it's kind of like that kind of like vibe, you know. So like I said, yeah, no evidence will get out about that. See, it's kind of like hard to prove. Evidence would be much helpful in the case, because then we go into like conspiracy theory territory, you know, which, you know, I'm not saying it's completely false. I mean, anything can be right, but if it's backed with proof, it's much more helpful. It's about a company named the Limbus Company, and there's a group of 12 people named Sinners. In the game, you play as a character named Dante. Dante isn't Dante like the god of the underworld? They are like an amnesiac, clock-headed person. Oh, interesting. Dante is the manager of the Sinners, and they are all on like a bus. There's a bus driver named Charon, and your boss is named Virgilius. That's cool. That sounds like a cool plot. When it comes to a dinosaur bone, one has been found to still have living cells inside of it last year. Have to find that video again. Okay. Yeah. Living cells is crazy though. That could potentially mean maybe, you know, potential room for duplication and having dinosaurs back into our world, simply because the world is a huge place. Anything can hide anywhere. Facts. That's true. I mean, we haven't explored the, you know,